So this is December 16th, 2021, the third Thursday of December. But Christmas and New Year's is coming, so we moved the community meeting ahead. And thank you for joining us. We have a lot to cover, so let's get to it. First order of business, Chong will be giving a demo of Chaos Mesh 2.0. And then he will share some tech updates, and I'll be sharing some community updates followed by a Q&A. And without further ado, let's get started. Chong, let's explore Chaos Mesh 2.1.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I will share my screen.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Can you see my screen?
Almost.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, I can see your screen.
Okay.
We can also see your chat box.
2 weeks ago, we released the version 2.1 version. And in this demo, I will show how to use the Chaos Mesh and how to use the Chaos dashboard to create HTTPChaos and how to use the workflow to design your own Chaos scenarios. For some time, I have installed Chaos Mesh on my local Kubernetes clusters. And before you using Chaos Mesh, you need to make sure all Chaos Mesh components, the status are running. And here you need to, maybe you can use the kube command to check this. So, yeah, you can use this. You can see Chaos Mesh includes 3 components: Chaos Control Manager, Chaos Daemon, and Chaos Dashboard, and these posts are running. And before you using Chaos Mesh, you need to make sure that. And also, if you and in this demo, we mostly use the Chaos Dashboard, so we also need to access the Chaos Dashboard on our on web. Because we will use this Chaos Dashboard to show how to use the Chaos Mesh on web UI. And then you need to get the node pod and use the host AP and the node pod to access Chaos Dashboard. And you can get sorry. Yeah, this is node pod, and here you need to copy this and to open Chaos Dashboard, and here, yeah. And also, if you are looking Chaos Dashboard first, you also need to use the token to log and get dashboard, because Chaos Mesh use the Kubernetes IBSC to serve as the authentication. And so in this demo, you can see then Chaos Mesh, this homepage of the Chaos Dashboard. In this Chaos Dashboard, you can see the overview information about the Chaos Mesh, and such as how many Chaos experiments you are running and how many workflows and you are running. You can see then we have 3 kind objects on Chaos Dashboard. First one is experiments, and the second is schedules and workflows. Experiments represent if you can use this to define a single chaos action, such as you can use this to define a network chaos or HTTP chaos and so on. If you want to design chaos experiments with time rules, you need to use schedules, and you can use this to set cron rulers for chaos experiments. And also, if we want to manage a group of the chaos experiments, and also define a checker to check the status of the application, you need to use the workflow. In this demo will include 2 parts. First part, I will use a single chaos experiments, and another part I will use show you how to use a workflow to define your own chaos scenarios. And the first is I will show you how to use create a single chaos chaos experiments. And in this demo, I will show how to create a HTTP chaos on your application. In chaos and present chaos match support to create some chaos action on your Kubernetes environment, and also if your application are installed on node Kubernetes nodes, you also can use a chaos match to inject the failures on this. And this demo, first demo, I will use HTTP chaos. And here, maybe if you don't know what is HTTP chaos, you can open our document. And here, yeah, you can find this document. Yeah, is this HTTP chaos, and you can use this to simulate the fault scenarios of the HTTP server during the HTTP request and response. And here you can use this with support to simulate the HTTP request abort and the HTTP request delay, and also you can use this to replace the HTTP request header and response header, and also patch the HTTP request body and response body. In this demo, we also will use the page and his and here we will patch the HTTP request body, response body. Yeah, and here this. Yeah. For this demo, we also need to install a application, and here I installed a Nginx application, and here you can check this. Yeah, you can see that we have installed an Nginx application. For most users, maybe know this, that most users use the Nginx surveillance and their blog or website. And here you can, we can use a cur command to check this. We use cr command to send HTTP required to Nginx application. You can see then, yeah, we send HTTP required to this, and we get a response, and here this is the response body. In this demo, I will use the HTTP chaos to patch this body. Yeah, let's start it. First, you need to clean here new chaos experiment, and here clean the HTTP force. And here we have many chaos action. You need to select the response page, and here port is 18, and here page body time. We use the JSON and input the page body, and here status fail. And the reason hack by chaos match. Yeah, and then we need to submit this. Okay, next step, we need to define the scope of the chaos experiment. And here, because we installed Nginx application on default namespace, so and here we select the default namespace. And the next, we use the label selector, and here is this. We select our application, and the next we need to give a name for this chaos experiments. We give name HTTP chaos hack response hack Nginx. Yeah, and here if you just want your chaos experiments during specific time, and you can select this. Inputs the specific time, 30 seconds, and here we submit this. Yeah. Okay, and this chaos experiment is running. You can find the events on here, and also find the definitions and here. Let's check it. Okay. Oh, you can see then when we send a HTTP request to Nginx application, we will get a response. And here, status, failed, and the reasons hacked by Chaos Mesh. Yeah, you can find then this HTTP is working. Okay. Next, I will use workflow to show you how to use workflow to define your chaos scenarios. And here where I will use I use the web show this application and our testing application. Because we can see then this is our web show application. And this web show application will use a ping command to ping this pod to Kubernetes system pod and to show this lenses on this page. In this demo, I will inject the 10 millisecond and then stop 10 seconds, and then we will use NetworkChaos to inject the 20 millisecond, and this workflow will include three steps. We can click here is we start our workflow. You can see then in our workflow we have different task time, and here you can see then you can create single task, serials, parallel, suspense, and also task, HTTP required task, and so on. First time I just use a single task, and here I select NetworkChaos, network tank, and use a delay, and here input 10 milliseconds. Submit. Use the next we need to define the scope, and also is default, and the level selector is web show, and here give this name delay web show delay 10 millisecond, during time 30 seconds. Okay, next I use the suspend. We will stop and stop 30 seconds, and here stop 30 seconds, during time 30 seconds. Next, I also use the single task because just for 7 time, and here we use the Kubernetes network tank and the delay 20 milliseconds, and here submit default selector, web show selector, and the next web show 20 milliseconds, here 30 seconds. Yeah. Last, we also need to give name for this workflow. We call this a NetworkChaos workflow. The namespace we select default, and here 3 minutes, and then we just submit this workflow. Yeah, you can see then this. You can see the workflow is running, and first the workflow will create a NetworkChaos, and first NetworkChaos is web show delay 10 milliseconds, and this NetworkChaos has been created. And you can check the status. Yeah, you can see that. You can see this application has shown the lenses is 10 milliseconds, and this chaos will be last 30 seconds by the moment. Yeah, and here is the second step, stop 30 seconds. You can see then, yeah, you can see in here. On Chaos dashboard, you can find the events and the related Chaos experiments on this. Yeah, and the next step here. You can see. Wait a moment. Oh, it started. It's being created. Oh, maybe something wrong with this. Oh, sorry, maybe something wrong with this. Oh, maybe something wrong with the NetworkChaos, and also I will debug this after this demo. Oh, it's finished. Wait a moment. Okay, Mila, I will debug this issue. Hi, Mila. Hello.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
This all is my demo.
And you have the tech updates as well.
Yeah, I will stop my sharing. Hi, Mila. I also need to share my screen to show the slides.
Yeah,
Okay, wait a moment.
no problem.
Okay. Next is about technical updates. I will show the technical updates in last 2 months. The
Hold
first
on, we're
one.
still, we're back.
Yeah, what happened?
All good. No, all good. Go ahead.
Yeah, the first one is about Chaos dashboard. The first one, if you are using Chaos Mesh, you also Chaos dashboard new version, you will find that we have a new task time in our workflow. We call it HTTP requests. You can use this task to send HTTP requests to your application to check the state of their application and here. And also we will show the events and the related chaos experiments on workflow. And also I also show this on our demo. If your application and the Kubernetes cluster is on GCP cloud, and also you will install Chaos Mesh on your GCP cloud, this feature is very useful because we support to use a GCP account to log in Chaos dashboard. And another feature is about HTTPChaos and NetworkChaos. And present, you can use you can create HTTPChaos and NetworkChaos on our Chaos dashboard. And NetworkChaos, and also in last 2 months, we also refine our NetworkChaos. You don't need to define a sidecar for this, and you just use this on our Chaos dashboard because we refine the NetworkChaos with the Batman. About the physical machine chaos and present in new features, we support to limit network bandwidth. and KLSD, and we also support to network to limit network bandwidth. Next, about some feature we are developing, and the first one is about the physical motion authentication. And present, we are developing this because we have you can create chaos experiments on not Kubernetes environments on our chaos dashboard. And here in this feature, we will support to limit authentication and by our chaos dashboard. And this maybe some users know that when you use stress chaos and to simulate memory bound, you will find that your CPU load is very high. And in this feature will be fix this issue because we implement a new component. We call this memory strength to replace stress NG when you simulate the memory bound. Another is about we will add more matrix for chaos match. You will be show more status on your Grafana and on your Grafana and on your Grafana to show more status about the chaos match. Okay. Next is about release. In last 2 months, we have a big version 2.1 version, and also we have a bug fix release about 2.05 this version. If you are interested about our new version, you can install this new version. We have some new feature in this version, such as the physical machine chaos and also TCP authors in chaos dashboard and so on. And here is some design, and here is some refine about our logging and error handling. If you are interested about this, you can find this design on our GitHub repo. And because logging and error handling is very important for user to debug issues when you encounter some problems. And also, and here is design. If you are familiar with our Mac files, you will be fine, and it's very difficult for user to understand. It's also very difficult for me because the Mac file is very complex, and in this design we will refine this. If you are you have any restriction and or any requests, you can find this and give some response, give some feedbacks. Okay. Next is about our plans, and here and we plan to, and this is about our new release. We plan to use the 2 or 3 months to develop this. And here is a related issue. If you are interested about this and you have any new feature want to include in next version, and also you can give this, you can comment on this issue and give us your feedbacks. Okay, Camila.
Yep. Thanks, Cwen. I will quickly share my screen. All right. I'll give you a quick review of what's been going on in the Chaos Mesh community lately. We have a number of new articles about Chaos Mesh, which we would like to share. The first is a blog by Mayo Cream, who is a Kubernetes member and a CNCF security tech member, and also a open source contributor who wrote a blog about implementing chaos engineering in Kubernetes, and he discussed important Chaos Mesh features through analyzing the source code. So it's like a really good read. And the second is a case study by Limpo, who wrote about Chaos Mesh in payment service. And he introduced how Chaos Engineering helped Merpay, which is a Japanese payment service organization, inject network errors such as additional latency into their systems. So be sure to check that out as well. And the next is a blog by our friend at Digital China, who wrote about a daily reporting system for Chaos Mesh to improve their system resilience. And it's also a really good case study, so make sure to check it out as well. And the next up, we have two blogs on Chaos Mesh first experiences, I believe, in two different languages, which is Japanese and Czech. And we're amazed by how global our community is every single day. And lastly, we have a community talk by Su, who I believe is also here today. She talked about disrupting your systems with Chaos Mesh at Kubernetes Days Guatemala. And you can see the video here, but yeah. And we also want to give our new contributors a shout out. We have quite a few new contributors in the past month, so thank you for your contributions to Chaos Mesh and for staying active and making this community lively. And before we end this, I will upload the slides to the meeting minutes. And if you have any questions at all, please unmute yourself and ask away or chat. Or Chengwen, do you have any idea why that demo failed or didn't work? Or does anybody have any idea?
Oh, okay. I input wrong definitions.
Okay, so it was not a bug.
Yeah, maybe I
like
can
that, right?
share my screen, show my run.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, and here you can see then.
Yep.
You can see about the third step, and here we index the 20 millisecond, but this chaos network chaos deadlines we send. I want to send 30 second, and here I said it's 30 millisecond. So this chaos is the last 30 millisecond. So we don't see the we don't see the change on our web show. And here it's wrong. It should be 30 millisecond, 30 second. Okay, hi Mila.
Right. Yeah. So, well, I'm glad it's not a bug. And if anyone else has any questions, unmute yourself now. Okay, I'll wrap this up. So I think we've covered everything on the list today. And since this is already December, see you all next year. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, celebrate, and well, see you next year and bye.
Bye, see you next year.